Hi, my lovelies. So, yeah, I'm in a little bit of a robe today. This is what I'm going to do today, read all day and get out of not of this at all. So, I've ate at home. I'm about to do some book reviews. I'm about to do some extra unboxings. And then I'm going to go through my reading journal. So, I'm going to start with my reading journal. So, this thing I'm so proud of. So I don't normally decorate my reading journal. I did a January and I did a February, but now I'm going to go ahead and do a March. So the first book I read in March was Deep End by Ali Hazelwood. Wasn't bad, wasn't good. It was kind of my middle grade kind of book. It was basically about two divers. One was a diver, one was a swimmer, and they kind of fell together through the BDSM kind of situation. So if you haven't read it, go for it. The other one I did was Debbie Maycumber, and it's called Hasty Weddings. And I actually did that as an arc. Debbie Maycumber is what I would consider my palate cleanser book reads because they're always sweet. They're always romantic. They're always very clean. They're always just what you need in that moment. And Debbie Maycumber is always going to be my 5-star reads. It's just because she puts me in that feel-good place. So if you haven't read Debbie Maycumber, please do. That was also a middle ground book, only because normally she wows me out of like the top. This one, I guess, because it's a series of 3, which is normally she does like series of like 12, 13. It was kind of a little bit jumbled up for her stuff. So it was middle road, but still, yet again, 5-star read for me. Then I read the first book in the it's like a witchy rom-com kind of thing. Sorry, I'm reading my book here. And it's a Magic Hidden, Magic Found. And it's by Jessica Rosenberg. She is so cute. I love witchy vibes when it comes to books. It's really cute. This was also a 5-star read. And then I did go on later on in the month to read the second book. And there is a third one in this one. So be aware of that. So it's about a witchy rom-com. And it's kind of, this one follows, I cannot think of her name now. I'll have to get her name for you. But it follows the main character in the story, which is a bookshop owner. She's very shy. She starts getting a little bit more of her witchy vibes. She kind of starts getting to some more powers that she's unaware of. And she kind of goes along that journey of that, which is really, really cute. I also finally read The Pumpkin Spice Cafe. I thought this book was really cute. It was definitely a palate cleanser book. It was not a book that wowed me, but it was a book that was what it was needed in that moment for me. So I can't say anything about it. Obviously, it's definitely cute. It's basically, obviously, a cafe owner, and it's really cute. I don't know if I'll go on and read the other ones. I'm undecided on that one. Then I read The Warbler by Sarah Beth Durst. I actually got it as an arc as well. I thought this book was definitely a 5-star read. If you don't know anything about me, Sarah Beth Durst, I have quite a bit of her books right here. She's awesome. She sent me a art copy of the second book to Spell Shop. So this is The Enchanted Greenhouse. I've also read this. I loved it. Loved it. It's beautiful. So The Warbler's kind of a little bit about going to love yourself and being okay with being in one place, basically, and you don't have to be in another place. It's the main character in this book. She can't stay in her place more than 10 months because then she starts to grow roots because she has a curse. Her family does. And it started with her grandmother, and it went on to her mom, and then it went on to her. The females in the family definitely can't stay still because of what her mother wanted done, or excuse me, grandmother wanted done. However, by the end, you'll be pleasant surprised. It's very worth the read. Then I went on to the second book of the series, Kissed, Spelled with a Kiss, and that's by Sarah Rosenberg again. That's also a 5-star read. That's the witchy vibe ones with the rom-com. It kind of just goes on with her life. Then I read Scythe and Sparrow by Brynne Weaver. That's the third book in the Butcher Blackbird series. It was really cute. I actually loved this book more than I did the second book because me in the second book is just, the glitter threw me off on the second book. So I did go ahead and finish that series. So I'm very proud that I did because normally if the second book is not something, I don't keep going because I want to love what I'm reading. Then I'm actually currently reading Fall of Ruin and Wrath by Jennifer L. Emmerchart. Love this book. Absolutely love it. Love. well worth the read. If you haven't read it, go do it. I'm only about 20% in that book. I will be finishing that today. And then I'm going to go on to Watermoon. Don't know anything about it. I have 2 books of it. Got it in 2 different subscription boxes. I actually sold 1 book, and I have the other one just because if I don't like it, I don't need 2 books of it. But well worth it. So I can't wait to read that for sure. It's definitely worth everything when you do that. And I actually need to put in this book that I read. I don't have it in my reading journal. I actually read it before Scythe and Sparrow, and I actually read it right behind The Warbler. So I need to put that in, or else I'm just going to be missing a book completely for this month. That's a bummer, because I didn't read it. But this book comes out soon. Go grab it. If you love The Spell Shop, you'll love this just as much. It's a witchy vibe. I love it completely. So thank you.